Yo, what is good everyone? Today we have a banger video. Most of you guys know it. I teach other editors how to level up and become the best editor that they could possibly become by teaching what I know. And today, I literally just filmed a video and I'm going to edit it here on camera for you guys. You guys are gonna be learning a lot of tips and tricks in this video, and you'll kind of get a sense of my personal style and how I edit. Now, the reason why you're gonna wanna watch this video is because you are actually gonna be learning two things. One, you're gonna be learning the effect that I actually teach in the video that I recorded, and then also how I edit. This video is gonna be insanely knowledgeable and you guys are not gonna wanna miss it. Let's get straight into DaVinci Resolve. Let's get it. All right, so we are wasting no time. We're gonna come in here and grab this video, and yes, this is for short form content. I just am gonna do it a different style than I normally do. So as you can see, this is the style that I'm going for. Now I'm gonna come into the color tab and kind of just get my video back to normal. And then we're gonna add a vignetting around me because I don't know if you guys can tell, but this bad boy is pretty much really dark and I wanna change that. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit Shift 9 and just literally switch these around because we don't want it looking like that. So this is the tricky part, just getting this footage to basically just look good when we're doing the tutorial. So for now, we're just gonna crop this bottom and then the top as well because we don't need all that, right? But that right there. Here's exactly how to create this low shutter style effect in DaVinci Resolve. Here's exactly how to create this low shutter style effect in DaVinci Resolve. Okay, we'll cut it there. First, you want to start off. Gotta get all your bad parts out. And honestly, this part can be sped up. I'm literally just gonna cut it to where it is all the footage only. Okay guys, so right now I have all my bottom layered video exactly where I want it throughout the whole clip. And then I put my first clip, which is the effect that I'm teaching them, the slow shutter effect, in the beginning so they know what they're trying to learn, which is this. Exactly how to create this low shutter style effect in DaVinci Resolve. So they're trying to learn that low shutter style effect. Cool. A young brother's got you. Let me crack my fingers because this is about to get serious. So what we're going to do is we're going to highlight all of this and do a compound clip and bring this down. To keep it unmessy, I'm going to unlink these so I can just bring this up on this layer right here and then just relink them. Here's exactly. So now this is all one layer. Now this is where we So now that we have all of this as one layer, we're just gonna literally drag an adjustment clip on top of this and come to effects and install Magic Zoom. It's free in the link in the bio. Go get it. Boom. Most of you probably already have it. So as you can see, this is what it's doing. Exactly how it's zooming in, right? But it's not zooming in where we want it to. So drop down this menu, do the fusion overlay, and point and go up because we really want to be showing this. We don't really care what I'm looking like, right? We just care what they're trying to learn, right? So here's exactly how boom, goes up. And to make this a lot more interesting, we're gonna add a pretty juicy camera shake just to like really tie it in. Here's exactly how to create this low shutter style effect. We're honestly gonna turn the shake levels like more. Here's exactly how to create this low speed up. Here's exactly how to create this low shutter style effect. And then we're just gonna do the motion scale can stay like not that, it doesn't have to be that big, like almost like 2, maybe around 2, but the scale could like get cranked up. Like here's exactly how to create this low shutter style. Maybe just a little bit more. Effect. Maybe a little less, like 0.5. It's really just messing around with it. Exactly how to create this low shutter style effect in DaVinci Resolve. And then boom, we're gonna make a fire transition. So using my sound effect pack, these are all the sounds that you get in my Essentials short form sound effect pack. Link in the description. They're all crafted and handmade by me except for one, which is one that you can find on YouTube. But honestly, it's just convenient to all have in one folder. All you have to do is upload it to DaVinci Resolve and you upload it in your power bins and they're all just there. It's such a game changer. I use them all the time. Like, this is all I really use. But we're just gonna grab a riser from my sound effect pack, my RH, as you can see, RH riser. We're gonna turn this down and we're gonna turn the semitones down to like 4. And then make sure this is on mono. Style effect in DaVinci Resolve. First, so it's like lower. DaVinci Resolve. First, you want to start off by effect in DaVinci Resolve. First, you want to start off by effect in DaVinci Resolve. Boom. Okay. So as soon as I say low shutter styled, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go grab a title. We're gonna go grab a text plus. We're gonna slap that bad boy right here. Low shutter style effect in DaVinci Resolve. So since it says DaVinci Resolve, we're gonna leave this long, okay? We're gonna come in here and probably do font spring. So what do I say? Low shutter style effect. Low shutter effect. Or should I say style effect? Low shutter style effect. All right, that looks good to me, honestly. We're gonna make this super big. And honestly, we can go through and maybe try to find like a better text if we really want to. Impact is good. I'm kind of messing with impact, low key. So we really want it to pop because unfortunately I didn't take these texts off right here, which is totally my fault, but let me make sure I'm spelling style right. Okay, it just looks weird and wonky. So we're gonna keep this how it is. We're gonna come to shading, go to the number 2, select the red outline, crank that red outline all the way up. And this is preference. I'm gonna do black. Go into the Fusion page, select glow, go to the inspector tab and play with the glow. And then we're gonna add a drop shadow, but not for the reason that you think we're adding a drop shadow. We're gonna turn the shadow strength up and the blur down like that. And then just turn the drop angle like right here, okay? That really makes it pop. As you can see how juicy this bad boy is looking, like that's fine. And then if you want, you can add some scan lines to sauce it up. Turn up the line frequency. Turn the color like a turquoise or like a different color for sure. Like maybe like dark blue or like. So now this is what we're looking like with our scan lines. We could turn the line frequency like way up to make it look even more better. Then I'm gonna add soft glow. Really just making sure that it looks good because we want it to look as best as possible. And then it's just making everything like really pop. So now if we go here, it's really popping. So now I wanna put this above the adjustment clip. Low shutter style. Because if you look, it'll zoom out with the text. But I'm gonna come in here and change the glow up a little less because I don't like how like glowy. Okay, and when you get text like this, that's just so good you can't even pass it up. You just gotta add it to your power bin and just name this like blue effect, like whatever you want to name it. Low shutter style. Okay, then we're gonna bring this back down. I'm gonna create a new compound clip. Low shutter style effect in DaVinci Resolve. Okay, perfect. Now, using my next plugin, coming over to effects, just gonna grab one of these. These are the plugins I actually made. Link down in the description. This thing's a game changer, so watch this. I'm just gonna slap this down right here, and you'll see what it does. Low shutter style effect in DaVinci Resolve. Boom, just like that. Low shutter style effect in DaVinci Resolve. Just like that. Cool. Okay, now we're just missing one thing. So now we're just missing in DaVinci Resolve. So we're gonna add in the DaVinci Resolve logo. And my goal here is to slap it above this text so that, okay, and then to spice this up even more, we're just gonna add a magic zoom on it. Under magic zoom, we're just gonna turn this like zoom like way down because we don't need it that much. we're just here for the camera shake because that's what I really like. Low shutter style effect in DaVinci. Okay, so with the logo here, I don't know if I want it right here or down here. I'm thinking I want it there, but that's where I want it. So I'm gonna create a compound clip, come in here and add a good little drop shadow, turn it up, turn the blur down, and then just turn the distance like right there. That'll just make it look better. And then once again, we're gonna drag on one of the effects that I have made, maybe like a left. Okay, so now we have the DaVinci Resolve logo come in, and then obviously goes out. Now I'm thinking we do that too, so it comes out with it, goes out with it too. And then right here, to make things like look a lot better, I just have an overlay that I'll slap like right here, and we'll just turn this to screen. And then once again, what we're gonna use is my paper effect from my sound effect pack. So like right there, just turn it down a little bit. So first you want to start off by dragging an adjustment clip down on your layer. First you want to start off. So now this is when it gets fun, because this is where we'll just kind of play around with it, and by dragging and then just playing around with an adjustment clip. With how this looks.
That abused kid, confused kid, picked off of my shoes kid, wondering all the time what I ever fucking do kid, but I'm grown now in the use.
Okay, that is the end of that video. So now what I'm gonna do, follow for more DaVinci Resolve content. We're gonna cut it there, and we're gonna make this super big and bring it right here. New compound clip, create new compound clip. We're gonna do down up for pre-animate. Okay, so this is applying my pre-animate still. And then we're also still gonna add magic zoom. We're actually just gonna turn this zoom scale to 0. We're literally certainly just here for a camera shake. Okay, cool. Now, we're gonna add a whole bunch of zooms. So I'm just gonna literally duplicate this by holding Option. And for this one, we're just gonna do hold, zoom and hold. Follow for more DaVinci Resolve content. Boom, delete it. Follow for more DaVinci Resolve content. And then we're gonna add this. Turn it down, turn this even more down. And this is on mono, so we need to change that to mono. Okay, cool. Don't let your sound effects go anywhere, because you don't want your thing to be, yeah, there we go. Okay, everything's looking good. Now, what we're gonna go over and do. Here's exactly how to create this low shutter style effect in DaVinci Resolve. First. So I just have this beat in the background. I'm just gonna turn it down to like 20 probably, just because it doesn't need to be that long. We're just gonna make sure this lines up with the beat, like when it drops. Because if it doesn't, then it won't sound good. First, you want to start off by dragging an adjustment clip down on your leg. With the adjustment clip selected, we're going to go into Fusion. With the media one selected, we're going to hit Shift Space and add motion trails. We're going to turn the trail length down to 2 and the drop off to 0.8. With the motion trails selected, we're going to hit Shift Space and add a grain. With the grain down, we're going to turn the power to 0.4 and the grain size to 1.1. With the grain selected, we're going to add motion blur. Now turn your motion blur down to 10. With the motion blur selected, we're going to hit Shift Space and add stop motion. Under the frame repeat, we're just going to turn it down to 2. Now once you've applied all these settings, 2. Okay, and then for here, we're literally just going to come up to effects, grab a vert, transition, screen. This time we're going to do a different paper effect because we don't want it to sound the same. repetitive, yada, yada, yada.
Now once you've applied all these settings, you should be left with some. Now once you've applied all these settings.
So when I say settings, I'm kind of thinking I'm gonna get a settings icon, gear. Okay, and we are gonna make it black. We're gonna make it transparent. We're gonna download it. Okay, so now that we have
applied all these settings, you should be left with something like this. Follow for more DaVinci with something like this. Follow for more DaVinci Resolve content.
Okay, this part in the song that I really like. So we're actually just gonna take this riser and put it right here.
Something like this.
Okay, and then this follow for more can wait. Come grab this. And we're actually gonna turn this to 0.
You'd be left with something like this.
Okay, and then we're gonna bring this all back right here. We're gonna cut this. We're actually gonna bring this down to 6. And when this fades off, we're gonna fade it off like that. Come to the music page, and since this is only on audio track 6, we're leaving it there for a reason. Double click this line, hit band 6, come down and bring this down to about in the 400s. Now, what this is gonna do is muffle it, so you're gonna only be able to turn this down to like 5 and it should sound good. And then we're gonna go to audio, crossfade, and add these little faders. Make it sound a little better.
Follow for more DaVinci Resolve content.
Just a little simple.
Follow for more DaVinci Resolve content.
Boom, just like that.
Under the frame repeat, we're just gonna turn it down to 2. Now once you've applied all these settings, you should be...
And we gotta fix this setting thing too, so we're gonna take this down to like right here. We're just gonna do something like this. Okay, so I have both of them where I want it, so I'm just applying my effect.
These settings
boom,
you should be left.
Right, and then they go out. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a new compound clip here, and I'm actually going to add magic zoom to zoom them in. Once again, we're gonna bring this to like, we don't want
something
to
like
zoom
this
in that much. Okay, boom. They come down, boom, boom. And if you want, I do have swooshes in my sound effect pack, but I'm not a big fan of swooshes, but for this case, we'll see how they sound. Because like,
settings you should be...
Because like they literally do not sound like, I don't know, I'm not a big fan of like swooshes unless they're low.
All these settings, you should be left with something like this.
Alright, now we need to get the results. And then right here, we're gonna grab a different little effect here. It's from the same thing, but it's just a different effect. And once again, we are gonna grab a different sound effect just to make it sound a little better. So something like this. Boom.
Follow for more DaVinci Resolve content.
Boom, just like that. Okay, now all we need to do is just input in the results.
Follow for more DaVinci Resolve content.
Okay, boom. Just like that. Now if we want to, we can add some zooms here, but I kind of want to keep my captions in one position. So to make captions, we're going to do 10, just like that, and just press create. Okay, once we have our captions, we clearly we don't need them for the beginning.
Create this low.
We don't need them in the beginning because we don't want too much
low
going
shutter
on.
Style effect in DaVinci Resolve. First, you want to start off.
We really only want
2, and the drop off size to 1.
We really only want it for like this.
Now, once you've applied all these settings, you should be left with something like this.
Delete that.
Follow for more DaVinci Resolve content.
Okay, we can keep it there. And then now what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring my snap captions bin, go to workspaces, scripts, comp, snap captions. And I have this text that I already want, remove the punctuation, and we're gonna go lowercase today. I'm not really feeling uppercase. Bring this over here, make sure everything's getting all good. Okie dokie, let's see where it's at. Yeah, it's pretty much exactly where I want it.
We're gonna go into Fusion. With the media one selected, we're gonna hit Shift Space and add motion trails. We're gonna turn the trail length.
That's literally exactly how I want it. So that's it, guys. I'm about to leave. You guys can tell how dark my room got. Let me fix this lighting really quick. So that's about it. Took me around 45 minutes to make. Not too bad. I did run into some complications in the beginning. But yeah, guys, that is gonna be it for this video. I will leave the results right after this. Here's exactly how to create this low shutter style effect in DaVinci Resolve. First, you want to start off by dragging an adjustment clip down on your layer. With the adjustment clip selected, we're going to go into Fusion. With the media one selected, we're going to hit Shift Space and add motion trails. We're going to turn the trail length down to 2 and the drop off to 0.8. With the motion trails selected, we're going to hit Shift Space and add a grain. With the grain down, we're going to turn the power to 0.4 and the grain size to 1.1. With the grain selected, we're going to add motion blur. Now turn your motion blur down to 10. With the motion blur selected, we're going to hit Shift Space and add stop motion. Under the frame repeat, we're just going to turn it down to 2. And once you've applied all these settings, you should be left with something like this. Follow for more DaVinci Resolve content. Thank you so much for watching. Leave anything in the comments down below that you guys want me to do. Don't forget I have a free Discord down below, as well as pre-animate and my sound effect packs in the link down below as well. I'll see you guys later.